Hey, Matt Mathersum here with Matt Madness. Thank you so much for joining us and being a part of the program today. We do truly appreciate it. Well, before we get started, I have to give a big shout out to the Paws Saving Paws organization, doing phenomenal work rescuing dogs across the country, from fostering, adoption, transporting these guys. They do it all. If you're in a position to help, please reach out to these guys at Paws Saving Paws and see what you can do to facilitate some dogs being rescued. You can also head over to my TikTok channel at That's My Dog as well to get more information also. All right. Well, I'm going to issue my mea culpa. A few episodes ago, I did an inequalities program and I just kind of dropped the ball and I didn't demonstrate everything that I wanted to do. So today is my do-over. And so let's just do my do-over, okay? Well, here's my do-over here. We're dealing with an inequality. And what I wanted to demonstrate where I messed up the last time is we can change this into an equal sign, but I didn't keep on going on why we do that and then going back to the inequality. So I'm going to rectify that right now. I'm going to change this to a linear equation. So let me just go ahead and do that. I'll take this inequality. I will make that an equals. And what I'll do here is obviously just subtract the 3 from both sides. And that's just going to give us a 4 over here, right? All right. So I've got 2x is equal to 4. Well, no big deal here. We know just basic algebra, right? I'm going to divide both sides by 2, thereby isolating for x, and x is going to give me 2. All right, well, this is our bound, all right? This is where we separate the numbers that work versus the numbers that don't work. So what this essentially says is I've got x is less than 2, and I have x is greater than 2 as well, all right? All right, so this is going to say that all the x values of 2 are going to be less. That's going to head down to the negative infinity side. And here, the x is greater than 2, all the x values will be larger than 2. So I'm going to graph this on the Cartesian plane, and the number line is our one-dimensional value here. So let's go ahead and plot our 2, and that's going to be open because 2 is not included, okay? That's the thing. If this were equals, 2 would be included and this would be a closed circle. But since it's just a greater than, it's an open circle going to positive infinity and beyond. Okay, well, what can happen here is I will plug in any values of that are greater than 2. 2 is not included, and that will work for our equation here. So let's say that I'll plug in 2 times 3 plus 3 is greater than 7. Well, if I take the 2 times 3, that gives me 6. 6 plus 3 is 9, and 9 is definitely greater than 7. And this is what I failed to do the last time. I meant to tell you that we have to change it back to the inequalities, okay? Well, over here on the Cartesian plane, how does that look? Well, I take my 2 here, and we just run a vertical, right? That's my fence. This area over here, those numbers do not work. So what we do is shade in the area over here, don't we? That's my shading, okay? But those are the solutions to this particular problem, this inequality sign. So we do have to go back to the original version of this. We can't just leave it as a linear. We have to go back to the inequality for this all to make sense. So I do hope this makes sense. And again, I do apologize for the first episode. Well, that's all the time we have for here on Math Madness. I am Matt Mathersum. I'm going to see you guys really soon.